My dear friends, welcome to my channel. Today we'll embark on another culinary adventure in the beloved Azerbaijani mountains. We'll be whipping up Lahmacun, a popular Turkish dish, but with a little twist, a special ingredient you won't want to miss. If you enjoy watching my channel, please subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more soul-comforting content. Now, about that special ingredient. Today, we're using cow stomach. To get it just right and free of any unwanted odors, I'll be soaking it in grape vinegar and lemon juice first. I believe some people find peace and happiness through working with their hands. I'm one of them who enjoy my own company while gardening, cooking, or carving wood. Surrounded by the serene nature of the mountains, I feel like the happiest person. My thoughts are silenced, and only the sound of my hard work breaks the quiet. Any process that involves hard and focused work has a meditative effect on our minds. It calms us and brings a sense of contentment. Whenever I carve my wooden bowls, I always strive for perfection, aiming for smooth, curvy lines to make them sleek and refined. After carving the desired shape, I thoroughly polish the bowl to eliminate any surface irregularities. Then I apply mineral oil because it's food safe, odorless, and doesn't go rancid. Sometimes I use beeswax mixed with mineral oil to create a balm that can be rubbed into the wood. Handmade kitchen utensils add a human touch to your cooking, if you know what I mean. The hard work you put in truly pays off. If you don't already have one of these handmade wooden utensils or knives, get yourself one and you won't regret it. Scan the QR code to visit the shop and check out the selection. After the cow stomach has soaked up the tangy lemon juice and grape vinegar, it's time to give it a thorough wash. Now, this step ensures that the stomach is clean and ready to absorb the delicious flavors we'll be adding later. Let's get our hands wet and give it a proper scrub. Now, let's carefully cut the stomach into neat, rectangular pieces. Before we continue, let's not forget our little animal friends. A quick snack for them will keep them happy and remind us of the simple joys of sharing nature's bounty. I've got a pot of water boiling because we'll give the stomach an initial cook with some aromatic onions and garlic. This step will tenderize the meat and infuse it with a savory depth that will elevate our dish. Now, while that's simmering away, let's turn our attention to the vegetables. We'll dice up some carrots, crispy green peppers, juicy tomatoes, and onions. The stomach has now boiled long enough to soften. It's ready for the next step in our recipe. If you're enjoying this process as much as I am, be sure to follow us on Instagram. There you'll find more tips and perhaps a few surprises. Your support means the world to us and keeps this culinary adventure alive. Now, we need to slice the stomach into thin strips. The thinner the slices, the better they'll soak up the seasoning and flavors later on. Alright, now it's time to roast that cow stomach. This is a key step where the real depth of flavour starts to build. I've already ground the stomach and now I'm going to roast it in butter with some cranberries and tomatoes. The butter adds richness, while the cranberries bring a tart sweetness that perfectly balances the savoury elements. Those tomatoes will melt down, adding a juicy, tangy layer to the dish. We're not stopping there. Let's sprinkle in some red paprika, a bit of pepper, salt and a dash of turmeric. These spices will give our dish a deep, warm flavour and that beautiful colour we're after. Now, let's give it a good, thorough roast. This is where everything comes together, where those flavours meld into something truly special. Alright, the stomach is well roasted and ready to go. It's taken on a nice golden brown colour and it is bursting with flavours. For the rest of the stomach, we're going to do something similar. We'll add more butter and a bit of oil, then toss in some chopped onions, garlic, carrots and green peppers. This will give the dish a hearty, aromatic base that complements the richness of the meat. To finish off, let's add a handful of pomegranate seeds, a pinch of salt and a sprinkle of paprika. The pomegranate gives a burst of sweetness and a slight tang, adding a fresh contrast to the roasted vegetables and meat. Cooking outdoors like this really connects you to nature. There's a certain pleasure in these simple moments. The serenity of being surrounded by trees. The sight of ducks peacefully floating by. It's a reminder that life itself is a wondrous miracle, filled with little joys we often overlook. Now, let's prepare the dough for our lahmacun. We're going to shape it in a special way, folding the sides slightly to form a boat-like shape. This keeps all the delicious filling inside while it bakes. Once the dough is shaped, it's time to add the filling. It's ready to go into the oven, but before we do, I'm going to sprinkle on some grated cheese. It'll melt down beautifully, adding a creamy, savory layer to our lahmacun. And for a final touch, let's add some pomegranate seeds. They'll give a pop of colour and a little sourness. Middle Eastern culture and Azerbaijani cuisine are closely tied together, sharing many of the same spices, ingredients and cooking techniques that have been passed down for generations. Azerbaijani food, much like Middle Eastern dishes, focuses on achieving a perfect balance, whether it's in the flavors, textures, or even the presentation. Every bite is meant to be a complete experience. Aside from carving wood to make bowls and other kitchen utensils, I really find joy in creating something different, like crafting wooden figures. There's something deeply satisfying about taking raw material and shaping it into something beautiful. It's not just about the end product, it's about the creativity involved, the way it challenges you and expands your soul. It's a chance to create something meaningful and connect with the process. If you'd like to support my channel, take a look at my shop. You might find something unique and authentic, perfect for your kitchen, or as a gift for someone special. The lahmacun is ready. Let's check it out, and while we're at it, the roasted stomach with veggies should be done too. Everything smells so amazing. Time to dig in. The lahmacun is incredible. Crispy on the edges, soft in the middle, with all those rich layered flavors. And as for the roasted cow stomach with veggies, it's something special. The meat is tender and juicy, with a deep, savory taste that's perfectly balanced by the sweetness of the pomegranate and the richness of the roasted vegetables. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any updates. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Kanalımıza destek olmak istiyorsanız online mağazamızdan hususi bıçak, veya tahta qablarınızı əldə edə bilərsiniz. Mağazanın linki videonun altındakı təsvirdə var. Super.